Bots be damned, I'm gonna do this anyway because I haven't done this movie yet. And it's a Christmas movie, horror related, but it still counts for Christmas in July. That's 2007's P2 with the beautiful Rachel Nichols in one of her finest performances, and Wes Bentley as the villain. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen this, go see it right now because it's worth your time, guys. It's an hour and 38 minutes long, so it's not long like some of the recent Scream movies. It gets right to the point, under 2 hours, just like a lot of movies should be nowadays. I cut Superman some slack because it was a superhero movie, but it didn't drag like other movies I saw this year. Here we go. I like the premise of this movie. I know Josh is like, what, you like a guy chasing a woman in no, not that. That it's Christmas and it's in one location, mostly, and Rachel Nichols is fighting for her life, but she's, she's capable. She's not just a damsel in distress for the entire movie. There's also some Christmas music in this movie, too. The baby is trying to take him under the tree for me. You daddy, good girl, Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight. Another movie with Santa baby, like the Muppets. Only difference is this is not for kids, guys. Don't show this to your child. It's a beautifully shot movie. Who directed this movie? Frank Calfoun. I guess he's like European or something. I never heard of him. But it looks great. This movie gets the crap out of movies like Hostel, Saw, and those other movies that come out like Victor Crowley and all that. Yeah, Hatchet. Yeah, it looks better than that. It doesn't look cheap. This was released in theaters. I first saw this on Peacock 5 years ago, so I'm like, I like this. Alexander Aja, he produced this movie. He did Piranha 3D and the Hills Have Eyes remake. Boom, boom. He wrote the story, too. It's a horror movie from a European person's point of view. I heard the commentary. It was good. It's good. It starts right with a scare. P2. Simple title, that doesn't drag, and the movie's under 2 hours. And it's in New York City. And Rachel Nichols is way better here than The Librarians. She was forced into the 4th season for nothing because the show was already downhill. You beautiful creature, you. I would love for her to go to Comic-Con. She could sign this for me. I'd be like, you're amazing in this. This is easily an Oscar-worthy performance compared to... she looks like Bridget Fonda. When Bridget Fonda was young and thin, she looks just like her. Please don't retire yet, Rachel, because I love your acting. And she's beautiful, too. And natural and American. This is perfect. Merry Christmas. I'm not wearing my Santa hat this time because I just wanted to wear it once. I could wear it again in December. I'm probably just going to get a new hat. I like that hat, but it comes with a beard, and I don't want to wear it in every day. Just for special occasions like Christmas Eve or some Christmas party of some kind. Yes, I know. Oh, trust me, I know. She is so yummy. It's a Christmas movie, but it has an edge to it, like Trancers did. See, not every Christmas movie is a Hallmark movie, a Lifetime movie, or something in theaters that's really sappy. It can have an edge to it. Look at Reindeer Games or Die Hard, or even Shazam. It's partially a Christmas movie. It's just the insignias I could deal without. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, she's gone for the entire movie. She's in that parking lot. It's hard to make one location interesting, but Die Hard pulled it off really well. Or Panic Room. That's another one, even though I don't like the two leads, but that's just a personal thing because of their sexual preferences. That's what bothers me. Not their acting. Back then, Kristen Stewart was okay as an actress in the 2000s, but when she did Twilight, it ruined her life. And she only got all these dramas because they think she can act. But she has bud teeth and looks like a lesbian now. That's not Rachel Nichols. Jump scare. And she's a main character in a horror movie who's female, and they don't have to preach about it, like in the Black Christmas remake. Mm-hmm. This movie's not toxic. It has an edge to it, but it's not toxic. This isn't 50 Shades where he takes the power away from the woman. No. Asian girl. That's the Asian girl. She was in Banksters. Remember that gorgeous Asian girl in Banksters? Yeah, that's her. It's just a cameo here. So young. Yeah, she's from Maine. It always snows up there because it's all the way up. Look at that Christmas tree. It's nice. I had to do this movie. I didn't do it last year because I was in a lot of pain. That air feels so good. It's like 86 today. It's going to go up to 90 something. You like my hat? Seal of the United States of America. Even though today's not a holiday, it's just a regular Thursday. Like I said, the next holiday's in September, not August. There's nothing in August. It's just summer vacation. That's it. But there's some movies and shows coming back in August, and I'm looking forward to, like Peacemaker and Wednesday, the first half of season 2 of Wednesday. And there's a couple of movies coming out in the theater and on streaming. So I'm good, guys. I'll be fine. I have plenty of movies. I have a stack of movies to do podcasts for between now and the month of December. No tooth is going to stop me this time. No tooth or infection in my mouth is ever going to stop me. I'm a trooper. I'm a soldier. Rachel's just so gorgeous, man. I can't believe a girl like that isn't in a Marvel or a DC movie yet. Her face is near perfection. It's like Olivia Wilde. Like, she has a face that's just unbelievable when you see it in person. I'm like, oh my God. I was like Tony, oh my God. Ah! But I wasn't screaming like that. I was just like, in my brain was acting like that. That video made me laugh last night, but it was that one clip. He did a live stream for Jurassic World Rebirth because the movie just came out a few weeks ago, but I haven't seen it yet. Hold on. Yeah, this is when she meets Wes Bentley. Was the only other guy there that didn't even work. I bought batteries for my TV remotes. Mainly because my TV remote uses two AAA batteries. Oh my god, a dog! Get out of here! Get, there's Wes Bentley. It's a real dog too. There's no CGI in this movie. 90% of it is actually on camera. And Wes Bentley is a creepy looking dude because if you've seen him in Ghost Rider and this movie and even in the Hunger Games, he has this look to him. He has these big crazy eyes. He's like Jake Gyllenhaal's brother. If Jake Gyllenhaal had a brother, he would look like that. He has a sister, you know. And Maggie Gyllenhaal is gentle looking. She doesn't have the big crazy eyes like her brother. I'll put these batteries down in here for now so I can take them downstairs later. I gotta... Yeah, it's Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, I have to spend it in the theater with a busted tooth. With my mouth on fire. I have to take medication in the theater. I'm not doing that this year. I'm probably going to see SpongeBob, but I'm not going to Regal. I'm going to see that at the Alamo Drafthouse, far, far away. Yep, 16 degrees in Poughkeepsie. Yeah, sometimes the nicest people could be the biggest villains. Yeah, she's just naturally beautiful, and I miss that about Hollywood. Why do all these women insist on getting surgery and messing up their face? Don't. I guess people saw this title like, nope, I don't want to see that. You're so yummy, Rachel. You're so... A lot of Rachels are beautiful. Her and Rachel McAdams, Rachel Lee Cook. Lots of Rachels that are just absolutely delicious. And I met Rachel Lee Cook at Comic-Con 3 years ago. Cute as a button. P2, see, that's the parking space. That's what the title of the movie's about, because it's a parking space in the middle of nowhere in Manhattan. And you know, you could tell this is a work of fiction, because in Manhattan on Christmas Eve, every parking lot is full, whether it be at the malls or at a drive-through or even these parking lots that they have in Manhattan where, you know, when you go see a Broadway show, because everybody's going to the Christmas Spectacular usually in New York City, the Radio City Music Hall. Ah, the water feels so good. I sweated a lot today. Merry Christmas. It's not as mean-spirited as you think, because the real horror starts in like the second half of the film. A lot of it is just setup. I want to see the movie drop, but that's a thriller. That's not a... It's a teddy bear presence. At least the Christmas music is in the background. It's not it's not blasting full volume in my ear. Excuse me, so poinsettias. I don't like when they have to shove the insignias of Christmas right in my face. I'm like, guys, I get it, okay? I get it. That's a lot of presents. I usually get presents, but I do a rummage sale. I go through my house and give some of my family members things that are used already. But again, it saves me money. I can't spend $100 on each family member. That's a lot of money, you know, for one present, much less for 4 people or more. Teddy bear. No. Fire Red, I don't want to see that right now. It's a really good shot. Pan off shot of her. Of course, the security camera's watching her because this guy's a stalker. But it works because I'm like, there's tension. You don't have tension. A lot of these horror directors that are from other countries, they know how to do tension. If you've seen an Alexander Aja movie or George Romero was American, but what's his face? Clive Barker. They usually have tension in their movies, whether they directed or wrote it or whatever. Or what's his face? Even the whatchamacallit, Edgar Wright, he did Shaun of the Dead. That's a horror comedy, but he does know how to get good shots in it. I don't care for the British thing, but that's only because he's British. Yep, she's stuck in there. And there's nobody there. At least in Die Hard, the building wasn't empty. There were a lot of people in there. Who would lock a break the glass? Yeah, she'll lose her job, but at least she'll get out free. I'll break the glass. If I have no exit, the glass that's an exit, I'll break it and run out. I'll be like, I was locked in. See, she's trapped in there. That's scary. When there's no one around, that's more scary than the booga 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 jump scares. I know. I get it. No service. Yeah, and those are those old 2000 cell phones, not iPhone 16 or Samsung Galaxy, whatever they're up to now. All she wants to do is get home for the holidays, and she's trapped in there like a rat. Mm-hmm. Hold on. And the lights are going off. The Monday when my family goes on vacation, I'm gonna do a podcast for the Loud House Christmas movie. I'll try to do that one. Keep the volume low because I could stream it on Paramount Plus. Hey Josh, what's up? Lots of women feel that they have to change their lyrics because of men most feel like they're not attractive enough. Oh no, trust me. 5 seconds, I'll know if I find you attractive or not. Guys are confused of what they really want out of a girl. You know what I want, Josh. You know exactly what I want, who I want, and the type of girl I want. Like what's my preference. I don't date bald chicks, or chicks with too many tattoos, or chicks that don't shower, or chicks that have short hair that looks weird like this. No, I prefer girls with lots of hair, or short hair that's curly or nappy or something, or straight. I'm not confused. No, you're not confused, Josh. R&R is, because half the time I don't think he likes women anymore. Every movie with a woman, he bashes them. Wow. That's great, R&R, yeah. Okay, you can take that and shove it. You don't even know what a woman looks like. I've been to conventions, and I've seen women up close to me from a bird's eye view, and I see how beautiful they really are. I don't just watch it on a TV screen or in the theater or on a phone, tablet, or a laptop. I have standards. That's why this is not a PG-13. This is strong violence and gore, terror, and language. It's not for kids. Muay Thai. I think some men don't even know what girls are anymore. Yeah, exactly. They think that a woman is just a thing. I'm like, no, I know the difference between this and a Kristen Stewart. I know the difference between Ariana Grande and Cynthia, who has no hair. Yeah, I know the difference, guys. I'm not an idiot. This is when he captures her, 20 minutes in. Hello, John. Hey, super movie fan. Hello, John. This movie doesn't deserve the critical badge. No, it doesn't, because it's well made. It's short. It's got a capable lead girl. It's got tension, which is more than I could say for some horror movies today, where they're just the same. They're sequels, prequels, remakes, and movies that are just weird for the sake of being weird. Like that movie Together with Dave Franco and his wife Alison Brie. Why are the lips stuck together? Is this a cartoon now? That didn't make any sense to me in the trailer. I'm like, this is just weird. I'm like, what you guys do in the bedroom, that's your business. Don't make it into a movie. Look at those gorgeous blue eyes. Hello, you beautiful creature. She has freckles, Josh. Freckles! Like Caitlin Deaver. Oh my god, those luscious bosoms. Yeah, that's how I feel. She is stacked. That's why I want to meet her at a convention. Why not? It's a beautiful girl. This is when the Saw movies came out, guys. So capturing women was kind of a thing in 2007. Because by 2007, what was it? Saw 4 was out. Yeah, we had 4 movies and 2 Hostel movies around that time. But this is not torture porn. It's not that. She is so beautiful, man. Touch that hair. Touch it. They don't know what they want. I know exactly what I want. Ugh, yeah, I didn't see her vomit. That's not scary. That's just gross. It's really gross. They do that in a lot of horror movies and a lot of comedies and action films where I have to see their bodily fluids. Ugh. She had a dog, yeah. He has a microwave in there. That's Thanksgiving, not Christmas. Granted, you could have turkey and cranberry sauce on Christmas, but I prefer turkey for Thanksgiving than Christmas. It's a holiday always on a Thursday. It never fails. In Canada, Evan celebrates it in October on a Monday. It's so lovely. He changed her. He put her in a dress. An Elsa type dress. She's so strong, man. Even when she's captured, she's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna feed into your, into your tactics." There we go. Yeah, I had to go out today because I needed some exercise. And Wes Bentley doesn't have a creepy beard like the guy from G20. He was also in Mission Impossible 6, the last really good one that did not disappoint me. Because 7 was too long and I didn't even bother with 8. So I'm like, why? The movie's going to be on streaming in a month because it didn't do as well as it should have. That movie should have made $1 billion if they brought back Rebecca and made it shorter and brought back characters from the other films that didn't die. They just disappeared, like Jeremy Renner, Maggie Q, and Paula Patton. We never saw them again. It's a shame. Her doll. I've, no, I've never been abducted by a person because I don't let people touch me. I don't let them tie me up. I don't let them arrest me. I don't let them cuff me. I don't let them restrain me. I just don't like to be restrained. I struggle. I like to be free. See? My hands are free. Well, this one. You mean changed, not broken. Rules are meant to be broken, not... Yeah, neither am I. I just don't want to eat something that's raw. I like to cook my food. Because if this was a lesser actress like The Hobo or Felicity Jones, I would have been asleep watching this movie. I don't buy movies I don't believe in, guys. This film doesn't make me as emotional as the Muppets because there's no songs in here that, you know, hit touching my heart. You have an Elvis song, Blue Christmas, later in the film. I mean husband, because Rachel Nichols is married now, I think. But I still want to meet her. Like, what has she done that's nerdy? G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. She did the Conan remake. She did this movie. She did a few episodes of The Librarian, even though I didn't care for her character of that because she does a British accent that's unnatural. She does nothing, and she's like swaps between an anti-hero and a villain, and it doesn't work. I just think that it's a character that wasn't needed. I liked her here because she's not a villain and she's not doing a stupid British accent. Most of them content creators who bash women are no different than people on Twitter. Yeah, I'm not like that. I'm not a toxic person. This YouTube channel has never been accused of being toxic or such who likes to complain about new movies and girls and everything. Yeah. Again, I'm still going to see Drop someday. I'm going to see Final Destination Bloodlines. I'm going to see Mission Impossible. I'm just not going to see it with, you know, a group. They show a lot of close-up of that beautiful face, and they're the two main characters in the movie. There's a security guard that comes back, and they have the dog, and then at the very end, but it's mostly just these two. They have to carry the film. So suck it, Samara Weaving. Yeah, she didn't have a good year. She's just a discount Margot Robbie. She looks just like her. How are they not sisters or cousins or something? They look just like each other. It's really strange when actors look alike and they're not related. She is so lovely, man. I just can't stop looking at her. her chest is just popping out, just like Sydney Sweeney. Am I right? Yep. We're 30 minutes in. So the first act of the movie is done already. Now we're in the second act. Yeah, no bots this time. I put the top fans. I know what the female body looks like. I know how beautiful it is. I know how tender and soft and graceful and clean it is. See, there's a house phone here. It's not a cell. It's a landline, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, a landline. Remember phones you have to plug into the wall? Yeah, you don't have to do that anymore. Most phones are just digital now. They're wireless and they have cells. Hello. Yes, touch the hair. Hair is the most beautiful thing on a woman's head. Touch that hair. Touch it. Touch it and put it in your mouth. I'm sorry, guys. I have a kink. Okay, hair. When I was a little boy and I touched hair, I love this. With me, I get little covered, but at least I'm more welcoming to women. I show it. Yeah, I can show it. This is a creepy scene. Yeah, you could tell Aja did this movie because he wrote this movie because he did this same tension-filled thing in the remake of Hills of Eyes. But I like this woman way better than that woman in that movie, that remake. Because I like the lead actor, but the lead actress, Emily DeRaven, no thanks. She's an Aussie chick. Touching hair is good. I pet my dog's hair every day. Every time she has soft ears and a soft little head. And I'm so happy Superman is making a profit. It's made 350 million worldwide already. It's on its way to 500 million. That's a break-even spot. 700 million or more is to make a profit, and I want it to make a profit. The movie deserves it. DC put a lot of work and effort into that movie. James Gunn and the writers and the director and the producers put a lot of attention on that movie, and they didn't half-baked it. They put color in the movie, which people want to see. They're tired of superhero movies being so gloomy and depressing and just, way too violent. If you've seen episodes of Invincible or The Boys or Gen 5, you know how violent they can be. Jeez. Or Harley Quinn, where there's gore like pouring out of people like it's a fountain. I can handle that every now and then, but not every single week. If I saw an episode of Invincible every day, I'd be like, oh my god, there's more blood in this than an episode of South Park and Rick and Morty combined. And this Rick and Morty puts green blood sometimes so they could reduce the violence, so that show would have gotten an X rating. Because back in the day, if a movie was too violent or a show was too violent, it would get an X rating, which doesn't exist anymore. Yep, my present. It's a VHS tape, a blank VHS tape. See, yeah, that's her on the elevator. That was a few days before this happened, on the Christmas party. A fork, yeah. Even the dog knows she's yummy. That's why. Yeah, the guy tried to assault her. Yeah, that's the only scene I would cut out of this movie. That a guy tried to hit on her again. When people are drunk, they don't know what they're doing. I don't let them touch me when they're under the influence. I know my rights. Yeah, I'm sorry we had to see it too. Happy it's doing well and people try to sabotage its success. No, you're not. Because you're bashing you idiots that are like, who cares about Superman? Apparently the audiences do. R&R. You're the one that's a failure. 8,000 subscribers and no 8 million. You know why? Because people don't want to hear it anymore. I don't have 8,000 subscribers. I never did. But at least I preach the truth. I don't. I'm not. A, I'm not some. I'm not some pretentious white privilege. You know what I mean? I'm not white. I have personality coming out of my ears. Deputy ties her up again. He cuffs her. You should have stabbed him. You should have stabbed him in the eye. That hurts. Yeah, get away, Rottweiler. Go away. No animals were harmed in this movie. The Rottweiler doesn't die. She stabbed you and you're going to bring her up? P2. Nowadays, if movies would be called problematic, I'm like, it's a horror movie. What do you expect? A horror thriller, if you will. It's not a slasher movie. It's not a monster movie. It's not a psychological thriller. It's not a ghost story. It's not a found footage movie. It's a straight up common, well, like very basic horror thriller. Have a lot of personality and I can accept it, yeah. Which has sexy hair. She does. She still does to this day. You're not funny, Wes Bentley. Not in this movie. He is better here than in Ghost Rider, because in Ghost Rider he looks freaky, but he's not intimidating. Blackheart in the comics is way more intimidating than some guy that, like some vampire-looking thing from Twilight. This is creepy, because there's no one around. We got an hour left to 38 minutes in. About an hour left. Uh-oh. That security guard is tied up. Oh, no, it's not a security guard. It's the guy from earlier. You're gonna kill a man? That's not a present. That's called homicide. I don't touch. I ask permission before I talk to somebody at Comic-Con. Why? Because I'm not one of those grabby guys. I'm not. People are too overly sensitive now. The pandemic, the pandemic made people into a bunch of pussbags. This is entertaining. Yes, I get it. You don't have to yell, dude. When villains yell, it's not intimidating. Just saying. A lot of the times they've been yelling, and I'm like, why are you yelling? I'm not deaf. Half of these people that go to Target, they're screaming on their phones like they're miles away. I'm like, guys, I'm right here. I can hear you even with earplugs. I can hear you. I'm not deaf. I'm not the chick from the Creed movies where she can't hear without a hearing aid. I'm not deaf. You don't have to shout. We're 41 minutes in. Oh, trust me, Rachel Nichols. She's been to a Comic Con before, but I wasn't there, and she probably was hit on by a lot of guys. Again, stop yelling. Will you please stop yelling? It's not scary. You don't have to scream. Did Hans Gruber have to scream in every scene in Die Hard? No. Or Simon in the third one? No. Yelling just proves that you can't control your emotions and you don't have any authority over me. You're not J.K. Simmons. When he screamed in Whiplash, that's not a horror movie. It scared the hell out of me. When he's throwing chairs at people, I'm like, no music teacher acts like that. If they do that, run. Don't even take it. I'm like, I quit. I'm not gonna get facial reconstruction because you're trying to throw a chair at me. Once you throw a chair at me, I'm out. I'll be like, hell no, you're not gonna touch me. I'm not letting a chair hit me in the face like Geraldo. In his show in the 90s, some crazy person threw a chair and hit him right in the nose. People are just savages, man. Jake Gyllenhaal, remember when he screamed in Spider-Man? Yeah, it's crazy, man. People, there's men. It's usually male villains that scream a lot. You don't have to scream. Bentley's fine when he's just talking at a normal volume, but when he's yelling, it's a bit much. Rachel's not screaming. You don't have to do that. And I don't mean like screaming in terror. I mean like shouting. I get it. I'm not deaf. With permission. I am looking. I've been looking at her since the first 5 minutes of the movie. Villains don't have to scream to be intimidating. You could have authority in your voice, but you don't have to scream. After the sequel trilogy and Rogue One and Solo, why are you screaming? You're not on a roller coaster. You don't have to scream or shout. 44 minutes in. We're about halfway through. She's so good, man. Again, Oscar worthy compared to Kristen Stewart. Or some of these girls I had to see act in these movies this year. That's a lot of gore, man. It's a good practical effect. He's pummeling this guy. Jeez, what are you, the Punisher? It's a really good makeup effect. Alexander Aja wrote that in the script, and yeah, it's well directed too. Oh, that was a good line. That is really terrifying, man. He pummeled him, and that's not even what kills him. He hits him with a car. And that's a handicap spot. You're not supposed to park there unless you have a disability. No. It's super. I don't get why the casting director, this old an actor who played the villain to Scream. Yeah, it takes me out of the movie. That's the only thing in the movie that takes me out of it. That and the scene that when he showed the tape, because it's disturbing. But he's disturbed. But he's done. This was really done. This is not a CGI trick. That's terrifying, man. Imagine a ride in Disney that was like this. Oh! Oh my god. Man, Aja, you're a genius, man. Yeah, and also the director of this. Man, he is done. He had some really good practical effects in the guy's dead. You ran over him with a car. I think he's dead. I think he'll die from that. He's like, nope, just for good measure, I'm gonna run him. She's so good, man. Happy holidays, everybody. I'm sorry. He's dead. I think he killed him the first time he hit him. He's running in bare feet too. Wow, that guy is a mess. It looks like an episode of Invincible when he goes to the train and these people turn into they get completely obliterated. I'm like, or in the bus, yeah. Wow, sheesh. When I first saw that, I was like shocked. I was like, and again, they did that practically. No bad CGI blood here. Aja doesn't do CGI blood mostly. Him and the director of this. Yes, the cops are on the surface. Yeah. He's trying to break it. And she's not Supergirl. She does have vulnerability. She's scared and she, panics. And I get it. She's all alone. If this was at least in Die Hard, Bruce Willis was there and they had cops that showed up and the FBI. But in this movie, it's just her. There's no guy to help her. There's no guy in a suit. There's no Superman to help her here. Look at those Christmas lights. Those are well shot. She is so good, man. This is her best performance I've seen. I see her at a Comic-Con and we're like, stellar performance. You're fantastic in that. Just fantastic. That's what happens when you have good direction and good writing. Not 5 writers that don't know how to write a movie or a show anymore. Roof yourself. And again, it's a real dog. It's not CGI. It's not the dogs in Avatar where they look fake, That's the problem with James Cameron. Everything he makes now is fake. There's nothing authentic about it. Even the humans that are in the movie are like reduced to side characters. Roof yourself. See, it's a real dog. It's pulling that purse for real. My dog does that sometimes. A cell phone. They really filmed the scene with that dog. And I never touch a Rottweiler. They have small tails, and they're the most vicious dogs usually are not domesticated. Rottweilers usually are not as domesticated as a German Shepherd or a Shih Tzu or a Cocker Spaniel or something like that. I know dog breeds that are safe for a family, and dogs like that that are more for guard dogs or, security dogs or police dogs. Lexington Avenue, yeah. You saw there's a hobo there. Security camera. This is creepy, and she has no service. If this was 2025, people just could go on TikTok and post, "Hey, I'm here. Get me out of here." And this is a much better movie than that Shyamalan movie Trap, which had the same premise. It's a horror film in a one location, in mainly in the concert place. But Shyamalan made the villain so invincible that he might as well have been a supervillain. Josh Hartnett can't be touched in that movie. He gets away with everything and doesn't die. That's for you doing that, Shyamalan. You could write your villains and have vulnerability. Look at Samuel Jackson in Unbreakable. His legs break, his bones break because he had a condition. He's not invincible. Oh, our fingernail. Park Avenue. This is really creepy, man. But again, it's creepy in a good way, not creepy in a "I'm not gonna sleep tonight" kind of way. And he has a dog with him. It's a real dog, yeah. Because I like to see real. I don't want to see any more of this fakery. I'm fine with Superman being, flying and all the CGI there because it's a superhero movie and they have powers. That's fine. But if it's a movie that's supposed to be realistic, have real people. Yeah. Have real people. You don't have to have everything be a cartoon. That's what people hated about Man of Steel. It was so unauthentic, inauthentic. This new one is. That's why it worked. Look what it said here in the back. Taking the bus to work suddenly seemed like a very good idea. Good stuff. Yep, but there we go. She's in a hallway now. Yeah, the one thing you need in every horror movie, even if it's for kids, is tension. Some kind of like vibe that you're gonna go with. Don't try to make it like, don't do jump scares galore. That's not, people don't get scared by that anymore. Once maybe, but not 14 times. Like in the movie in Jurassic Park, the scene where the raptor comes out of nowhere, it always gets me. It just comes out of nowhere. It's terrifying. Yeah, it's still scared. When I saw that with an audience 2 years ago, they jumped out of their seats because they knew what was coming. But it's so good because Spielberg knew how to make that scene scary. Twice. In the first one and in The Lost World. The raptors aren't scary anymore in these new movies. They're kind of a joke. Because they're not even regular raptors anymore. They have to be like mutant raptors with feathers and with long nails and things like that. Because these creators don't know what scary is anymore. I bet the new Jurassic World isn't even scary. Because it's not. I don't care about that family that's in the movie. It's not scary. Or they got horror movies that are too long. or anybody, or the fire department, anybody to get her out. I saw this on Peacock when Peacock had ads for most of their movies. When they had ads that would interrupt the movie, they only do that for TV movies or a miniseries. There is no us. She doesn't want to be with you. You're crazy. You ran over a guy not once, not twice, but 3 times. I think he was dead the first time you hit him. He would have bled to death. I don't. These killers think that they have to oversell it to get the victim to die. I'm like, I think one hit or one good slash mark will do it. It's like Michael Myers in some of these Halloween sequels that came out, where not the old ones. I'm talking about like Halloween H2 from 2009, where he stabbed Octavia Spencer like almost 20 times, and in kills and ends. Yeah, you don't need to kill. You don't have to be that violent. One thing, one shot will do it. Some people think it takes more than one slash or run over with a car. I'm like, yeah, I think the first time will get it done. Because that was asinine. That in Halloween H2, the 2009 movie that Rob Zombie directed, he stabbed Octavia Spencer not once but like more than 10 times. I'm like, dude, I think she was dead the second time he stabbed her. Jeez. Look at those feet and those beautiful legs. A fire hose, just like in Die Hard, except she's not jumping out of a window. Water. He's trying to drown her. If these were the aliens from Signs, they'd be dead already. I could take this hat off for now. The movie's almost over, so. Yeah, that's scary. The no lights and there's water running. That's the black guy from earlier. It's not a big body count movie, but it's got tension. That's a really good shot. It's a little bit of Nightmare on Elm Street or The Shining, when you have the blood coming out of the elevator. This one is water, because if this movie had too much blood, it would have gotten an X rating. Like I said, an NC-17. They had to keep it an R, so, but not too. They didn't go overboard. Because some movies are just way too violent, and they don't know when to stop. She's all wet, and you can see through her. What a beautiful body she has, Rachel Nichols. Just absolutely stunning. She was a better looking chick in G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra than the Baroness. I'm sorry, but she was consistent, and even with red hair, she looked sexy in that. Yeah, she almost got pneumonia and it's the middle of winter. It's Christmas Eve. It's always cold on Christmas Eve in New York City. I know. I went out on Christmas Eve last year. It snowed a little bit. We had a white Christmas. You don't have to yell. Again, please stop yelling. That is not the way to react to everything that she does. You know, even in Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy does yell at Aunt Nancy at the end, but not this much. He's trying to chase her and try to kill her in her dream, but then she's like, I'm not going to take it from you. I know. He's still on the run. I saw this during the pandemic, and trust me, a movie like this was the perfect movie to see in 2020, considering we were all stuck in our homes. Elvis, yeah, this is the Elvis song. Blue Christmas without you, I'll have a blue without you. He's covered in blood. I would never dress up as Elvis at a convention because, again, he died young in a bathroom. Not me. With me, I'll have a... They made that song creepy in this movie. That's the one thing I remember about this movie. When I first saw it, that's right, girl. Get that axe. No signal. Yep, take that. Ooh. He's an idiot. He's decided to sing and dance instead of looking at the cameras. You're an idiot. This is his downfall. He underestimated this girl. Remember Star Wars when they shot the security cameras in A New Hope when they were rescuing Princess Leia? See, this is a strong female character. Rings of Power and The Acolyte and freaking The Force Awakens. They don't have to be superheroes. They can be vulnerable. They can show fear. They can show a personality. Blue Christmas. I was rooting for her. See that intensity in her face? It works, man. It works so well. She's so good in this movie, man. Yeah, this is what we call, ladies and gentlemen, an incel. Somebody that exploits somebody, another person on the internet, and and broadcasts their miseries on TV. That's just wrong. I'm not like this. A Google search is not the same as being an incel. It's not. Because I actually meet real women in real life. I don't try to follow them on the internet and then stalk them. I don't do that. I'm not a criminal. Yeah, her skin it glows. This is a creepy scene. You sick bastard. Yes, thank you. That's a sick person. That's an incel. Joker was nothing like that. Yes, he was damaged psychologically, but he wasn't like stalking a woman like this. He tasered her. He not tasered her. He used a stun gun like in another Christmas movie that's dark, Batman Returns. So the cops are there, just one cop. Where's the squadron of cops there? Yep, you're in trouble now. Crime doesn't pay, buddy. Again, there's so much tension in this movie. Nowadays, movies don't have tension anymore. They have to do jump scares and ooga booga 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 booga, and I'm like, or have foreigners speaking in another language or something. It's not scary, guys. Unless you're speaking Arabic or German, I don't think you're scary. Just saying. P1. That smile. This. Ugh. He would have been a better Joker than Jared Leto. He kind of looks like Jared Leto, except he's not out of his mind. Leto, I don't know what the hell happened. And no, I'm not seeing Tron Ares in the theater. He's in that movie. He's gonna curse that movie just like he cursed Morbius and Suicide Squad. I avoid as many movies with Jared Leto as I can. I just stream them at home like I did with Panic Room. You know what happens to him. Or American Psycho, something like that. Something I can stream that I don't have to waste money on him because he's cursed cinema. He really did. If you've seen Suicide Squad, the Joker should have been the villain of the movie, not a a extended cameo and being weird. NYPD, yep. It's amazing how fake some people are, even in movies and in TV shows and in real life. Like, I'm a security guard just doing my rounds, and you killed somebody, and you attempted murder twice with these other people, as well, with the girl, and with that black guy. I think he died, yeah, also. No signal. And he has blue eyes. They're calculating. Even in the Hunger Games, while he wasn't a villain, he had a creepy look to him. He had this beard that was just, oh, just it took me out of the movie a little bit. The first one, because he looked like he's like some kind of a count or something. He does. Les Bentley's just a weird looking dude. Not a bad actor, just it's like a mix of Jake Gyllenhaal, those eyes, and Jared Leto, except he's not out of his mind. Who wins an Oscar and then loses their mind? Brie Larson didn't. Boom, boom. Is that Santa Baby again? Yeah. Yeah, Santa Baby. It was in the beginning of the movie. That's the song from the beginning of the movie that we heard. Boom, boom. Tools. That looks suspicious. A guy playing Christmas music on a record player in the middle of the night and has an axe there. Yeah. Why don't these cops ever do their jobs and just investigate? I know they don't have a warrant, but still, they can investigate. It's alright. That's right, get out. Even the malls don't have the parking lot locked this tight. They're sick. He ran over the cell phone. So he's blocking the area with his dog. We're 77 minutes in. Yep, he lets the dog loose. Real dog, by the way. No CGI in this movie. This director probably never used a CG because, again, it takes you out of the experience. When it looks fake, it looks bad. It's like a dog chasing a cat. But the dog can catch up to you. It can smell you. Dogs have a keen sense of smell. Don't worry, no animals were harmed in this movie. No, again, she did not hit that dog. The dog is in no way in any harm. Don't worry. That was a puppet. They would never kill an animal in a movie like this. Plus, that dog is vicious. That's right, Rachel. Show that pooch who's boss around here. We're the top of the food chain, not dogs and cats. We are. No animals are harmed, I promise. It's like in the scene in Spider-Man 3 when he punches a dog. It's not real. It's a practical effect. It's like in The Thing. That thing is still alive. In self-defense, if you have to kill a dog, do it. It's in self-defense. It's not murder. Because in movies like Cannibal Holocaust and some other movies from overseas, they actually kill animals on screen and it's real. It's not funny. It's disturbing. She's covered in blood and she doesn't care. It's like, I am going to survive. Like I said, no animals were harmed. This says it at the end of this movie. Or this movie would have gotten banned. That dog might as well have been Cujo. Please hold. He's a bloody mess. Girls gotta survive, man. And they do it in one location. This whole movie is in this parking lot. You would think it would get boring. It never does. It's got a really fast pace, and Rachel sells it. Like her life is in danger. Like I said, these lesser actresses that are trying and they have to fake an American accent, yeah, screw them. They can't even try. They can't even keep the accent. Their accent is more scarier than the movie. Empire Rentals. You know how expensive those rental spot parking spaces are in New York City? Bucky is dead. He attacked her, and she had no choice but to end him. Again, if my life is in danger, I will have to kill an animal to stay alive. It's survival of the fittest. You suck. You suck. You let him loose and try to kill her. Defenseless, that thing tried to bite her. It bit her arm. I don't kill animals. I only kill. I only squish bugs because they're pests in the house. That's why. Again, you don't have to scream. You, your voice cracked. Even Josh's voice won't crack this much. Piss me off. What are you, Morty? Oh my God, this guy just overacts at the end. He's always screaming. Even Christopher Walken didn't scream this much in Batman Returns. Pepsi, yep, product placement, but it's in the background. It's not the new Jurassic World where Snickers and Heineken are shoved right in your face. Why? Because people like to drink Heineken and they like to eat Snickers bars. Yeah, if it was a movie like Willy Wonka or something, or something like that, but you don't. Even the keys are covered in blood. Fired. She wants to end you. If you try to, you've been risking. You've been trying to take her life away for like half the movie. Take these socks off too. My very trendy Snapple socks. They're kind of tight. That's why if I see this movie again, I have to mute the scenes where the villain yells. Yeah, because it's too much. Like I didn't mute it because I've seen this movie like 3 times now. This is the 3rd time. I saw it once on Peacock, and then I heard the commentary last year. But I'm like, he yells too much, and I'm like, you don't need it. It's like a foreign language in an American movie. We don't need it. I don't want to hear it. It is not necessary. You don't have to yell. I'm not deaf. I have things in my ears all the time, but I'm not deaf. I wore these socks for 2 days, so. Thank you. Yep, spray can right in your face. There's some unintentional laughs here, but it's not a comedy though. It's mostly dead serious. If you do see a superhero fan, he yells in every scene with Angela. Not in the first 20 minutes, but like, you deserve that. You're an idiot. You deserve what you get. Wes Bentley, Tom. Nope, that's maxi glass. You can't shatter it. You can't, again, you can't shatter that glass. Oh yeah, now you do it. You did it twice and it didn't shatter. Yeah, that was a mistake. That's a continuity error. Because Max, you have to drive away, girl. Get out of there. She can't drive that car. It's not her car. She's way more resourceful than Alice from the Resident Evil movies that Paul W.S. Anderson mostly directed and wrote. There's nobody around. That's way scarier. Perfect for the pandemic because there was like the streets were empty and everything was so quiet. And you know, people were stuck in their homes. And I survived that. I could survive anything, including all the BS that's out in that world. Warts and all. That's awesome. See, real cars, real tension. This actually looks like a movie. Nowadays, movies have to, even on Netflix, looks cheap. Like that Tyler Perry movie that came out. I'm like, why is there bad camera shots or in a Tyler Perry movie on Netflix? This is actual filmmaking. Using what you got. You don't need $200 million or a Netflix deal to get a movie made now. Brum, brum. Again, suck at Fast and the Furious. That's a Goodyear tire. Put the pedal to the metal, baby. And unlike the girls in Death Race 2, at least I like the girl here. Hit me! This is awesome. A real car, by the way. It's a stunt, but it was done well. No, not my headlight. Put some hand sanitizer. This is much better than the last podcast I did because there's no bots here. I don't want bots here. No, she's fine. She didn't die here. Yep, right in the eye. That's what you should have gotten the first time. That's awesome. Good practical effects. Like I keep saying, you don't need a lot of CG or any or a $200 million budget. Yeah, exactly. You toxic incel, you. Incels get exactly what they deserve. Nothing. Ah! Just like Jabba the Hutt. He abused her, Princess Leia, so she went to town on him and choked him out. Get those keys. She's finally free. And now he's going to get a taste of his own medicine. If you know what I mean. Because you get what you deserve, incel. No. You don't capture a friend. Which you deserve. Why? Why? Because you're an incel. That was over the line. No, because if he lived, it would have been too painfully predictable. Yep. Yep, you're so screwed now. Yes. That's where all of you incels are going to end up. In hell. All you whiny, complaining little preturds that think that life has to be perfect in cinema, you can all burn. That's right. Burn it down. Oh, oh. Fitting place for you, Thomas. Fitting place. That's where all incels are going to end up. Burning. She's wet. She's bloody. She hasn't taken a shower for like hours. Sweet freedom. She has no shoes or sandals or anything. She had to walk all the way home with bare feet in the snow on Christmas Day. It's a really great shot. And then she escaped. That's a really cool shot. No pun intended. "94 minutes, see? That's all you need." Yeah, she got on the bus to get home. And that was the movie. That was a good movie. So, if you haven't seen this movie, watch it sometime. Yeah, Elvis, you'll be blue. Goodbye. The movie's over. It's a good movie, and it's held up really well 18 years later. If you're in the mood for something in the holiday season that's completely different, this is definitely the movie for you. But if you're overly sensitive and you're an incel, don't even bother, because this is just going to feed your ego, and you don't deserve it. Good movies need to be made more like this, and enough of the bad CGI and people that can't keep an accent for 2 hours. This is only 94 minutes, and it gets to the point. And Summit Entertainment did Twilight, yeah, but this is a much better movie because it's shorter and it's to the point. It has a female that's not a total damsel in distress. But thanks for watching, guys. Acknowledge me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably do another podcast. See ya.